Everything is now taking extra long. I'm in the browser, which I dislike because it's really a challenge. But
It's weird you can't click the link.
what's that?
It's weird you can't just click the link.
It's I had to go through several different permissions that normally I don't have to utilize. I don't know what happened. It admitted me twice, and I had to kick my other self out. It's a brand new world for me.
It's just showing me like in the waiting room.
It shows 16 people, but I don't see who they are. Mhm. Yeah, I don't see. Hi, folks. I'm Judge Person. I'm having some technical difficulties, but I do have my audio and video sorted out. I'm going to be repetitive for a moment because people are connecting, but honestly, I had some real difficulty with the technology this morning that is unusual. So I'm always trying to be patient with you, be patient with me. So I just want to welcome everybody to court and let everyone know that, when you're given a ticket or a citation, those are all methods under the law for accusing someone. That's what a ticket is. And, when you give an answer, sorry, I've got more people coming in. When you give an answer, a plea, you're giving an answer or response to that accusation. There are three pleading options: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Now, when you plead guilty, you're really saying, I did this. Okay. Not guilty means I'm contesting it. No contest means I'm allowing you to move forward with me, sentence me, judge, but I'm not saying I did or didn't do it. So if you plead guilty or no contest, I'm going to move forward. And if you've already pled and I've accepted your plea and we're moving into Senate, we've already sentenced, we're going to sort out what's going on with that sentence. So I've got multiple things going on depending on the person and their case. And I'll just address each person one at a time. We're working two dockets. There's a pretrial docket happening. And on that one, you'll be moved to a breakout room and the prosecutor will talk with you about your case. Our prosecutor represents the state of Texas and not you. They're the city's attorney office and they answer to the city attorney, very much like a DA operates. So our prosecutor is Ryan Matson. Mr. Matson, can you unmute and just tell everybody where you are, your name, and who you work for?
Good morning, everyone. I'm Ryan Matson. I'm the prosecutor for Temple.
Okay, great. And then I'm going to do something I usually don't do because, well, honestly, I had such difficulty with the technology this morning, and then it wouldn't show me who was here until I let everybody in. So I'm just going to call my docket and see who's here. And when I call your name, just briefly unmute and tell me that you're here. And then I'll note that, and that way we can move on because I see that it can't be everyone. There are people missing. So Allison Boniface, are you here? There she is. Miss Boniface, can you hear me? I'll keep working on that. And then Mr. Cortez, I think I see you. Are you here? I think he's having some audio trouble, so maybe that might sort itself out. Sabrina Elias Zambrana.
We're here, Judge.
Please.
I'm actually at the hospital.
Oh my goodness. Okay, what's going on?
I'm having heart problems. I'm Sabrina's mother.
Okay.
She's with me though.
Here's what I can do. I think it might be best under these circumstances. I'm going to take a court's pass. I'm going to reschedule y'all for February 7th, and I'm going to send that to your email. Why don't y'all focus on what's happening for you now, okay? And we'll see you in 2 weeks, okay?
They're actually here for me. So.
Okay, very good, perfect. We'll send that to you through the email for next time, February 7th.
Okay,
Best
thank
wishes.
you. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Let me make a quick note. Okay, we don't need a signature on that. We can just do it. Okay. All right. Continuing forward, Alexis Galvin, can you unmute? I think I saw you.
I'm here.
Great. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Lennox Isaac, are you here? Can you unmute? Is that you? Okay, great. I'm gonna change the name because, well, actually, it just had you as iPhone. Thank you. And then I'm going to remute. Thank you. And then Keisha Lee, are you here? And Omarvia Williams, there you are. I see you.
Yes, I'm here.
Thank you so much. On the pretrial docket, I saw Santiago Aguilan. Are you here?
Here, Judge.
Okay, that's the one that got named Zoom user, which is fine. I'm just going to change the name so that I can keep track. Thanks. And oh, Ian Biggs Nobloch.
I'm here. I'm present.
Great. Okay. Thank you. And then Diana Corona Martinez. There, I see you. Okay. Tammy Hayes. Alfonso Horner. Ian Jordan.
I'm here, Your Honor.
There you are. Yes. Thank you. Rhonda Mayo.
I'm here.
There you are. Okay. Javier Perez Ramos. Cedric Ray. Kimberly Singh. Sherwin Tyner.
Here, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. Okay, so I'm going to just give some real brief information. It's helpful to know. As I was talking a moment ago, guilty and no contest, I move forward and we work out a sentence. If a sentence is not working, I troubleshoot that sentence and see if we can get there and what the problems are. If you plead not guilty, that case is moving toward a trial process, and that's that breakout room I talked about with the prosecutor. Both dockets are moving forward. Now, if you plead guilty or no contest, the law normally says it goes on your record, you pay the fines and costs. I just figured out that my volume could get turned up more, so that might help too. So there are exceptions to being found guilty. They are compliance dismissals, driver safety course options, deferred dispositions, and teen court. Compliance dismissals are things that can be brought up to date and dismissed. I will walk you through those. I don't expect you to know them. You are welcome to ask questions about it. That tends to be things like equipment violations, okay? Kind of along those lines. Ask me if you have questions, but assume that I am looking for those possibilities. 2, driving safety course options are a way to get moving violations off your record. Can be kind of helpful in connection with insurance premiums and things like that. I don't know your insurance company. I can't give you legal advice even if I knew, but what I can tell you is that you can get a moving violation dismissed if you qualify to be in that program and then you successfully complete it. You do have to take a course and get your driving record turned in, the proper course and the proper record on time, and you have to pay the court costs. They range from $140 to $169. Those are established by state law. They are not set by the court, so I can't change them. Every ticket has a fine and a cost though, and the court costs are that set by the legislature piece and the fine is set by the judge. That would be me. In the driving safety course option, if you qualify to be in the program, you pay the court costs, your fine goes on hold, and if you get your course and your record turned in, you get your case dismissed and you don't pay that fine. So you save money even though you pay for your course and your record. It's still cheaper than the course. And the reason being, in the end, drivers drive better after they have such a course, even though it's not necessarily, something people crave to do. So there you go. Now you've got to qualify to be in that program, and that is something you can expect that I will be looking for. Once again, you're welcome to ask about it, but I'm not going to wait for your question on that. The law says the judge shall do so, so I will be looking. The third option is what we call a deferred disposition. A deferred is a delay. A disposition is to make final. I delay making the case final. I put a court order in place. It lists the things that you must do to gain dismissal, and if you do them, you know that your case will be dismissed. So it's a known outcome. The judge has discretion over whether they grant a deferral request. The judge should consider each request that is made. Therefore, you must make that request, not the other way around. So on that one, I'm expecting that you would say something. Guilty or no contest, I'd like a deferred. That's what that would look like. They usually range from up to 6 months that we need to sort out payment. There might be a class, there might be a record. There's definitely good behavior, no more offenses, no warrants. If you get those things done, though, most of it's passive. You don't reoffend. We get your fines and costs paid, sometimes a class, sometimes a record, etc. Once you get those done and the time frame runs, if you have met the qualifications that are listed, you get a dismissal of your case. Now, a judge may or may not grant the request, and I'll just consider the request when I receive it, okay? It was on your document. You may or may not have known what it was. It was an option to check. There's information on the website. There's information on the internet, but not everybody went and did that work and looked it up. So I do just let you know about it up front. If you've are already in a sentence, it is too late to do that, okay? And then the fourth one is teen court, which kind of looks a bit like a deferred. It's a little different because young people who are students in school, that's our target group for teen court. And so I try teen court before I try deferred because the burden moves to that young person to demonstrate responsibility, demonstrate learning from the problem or the mistake or the thing that got them to court. And if we can get that to my satisfaction, then we do a dismissal. And that is something you request, although I push it a little because students may or may not know about it. So that's really the kind of the 101. I know it's a lot of information. If you have questions, you can ask when it's your turn. I'm going to go down the list and I'm going to work with each person to the best of my ability. And we just all have to wait for turn taking. So Mr. Matson, I'm going to start though by moving you into the, sorry, I'm getting a weird notice, moving you into the breakout room for the pretrial. And your first person is actually going to be Betsy Kirkman. And so Betsy Kirkman, if you'll unmute, that's helpful. And I'll move you into that room. I think I hear sound. I think that's you. Okay,
Yes,
great, perfect. Okay, and then I'm also trying to get the system to work. So once again, it's not that it's not working, it's that it's suddenly presenting in a different way. So Mr. Matson, I'm looking for you. There you are, okay. And I'll move you over as well. And then I'm going to start with Allison Boniface. Miss Boniface, if you could unmute, that would be helpful. Miss Boniface, can you unmute?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I've received, let me just tell you where I am with this. I've received your note from your doctor, and it did say there was problems with doing community service back in November. And it says there, it just basically says that the plan is to reevaluate. And so I really didn't get enough to do a waiver, and I need a more specific note that would tell me that it's an ongoing, persistent thing. I know that you probably feel that it is, but I need that in writing in my file in order to do a waiver. So what I would normally do in this case is just extend you 30 days to work on getting a more specified note like that. And that would be a new due date of 2/21, where I would be looking for either the community service or a doctor note that is a little less generic and a little more up to date and a little more specific as to the possible ongoing nature of what's happening for you. So that's, I know you had questions about why I haven't done that waiver of community service yet, and that's the reason. So I can give you more time to get a more specific note. So that's kind of where I am with it.
Okay, that sounds good to me. Give me a little more time to get a doctor's note.
Yeah. The doctor can't just say something like it's difficult, or it's going to be difficult for a month, or it's going to be difficult right now. It needs to say it's difficult and can't be done, and there isn't a time where it can be different. Get done.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So visit with your doctor about it, because this excused you from doing it for a little while. But so I interpreted it as this person can't do it right now. Give them more time. I didn't interpret it as waive it. So it just needs to be more specific. Okay.
Okay, and if I'm not able to get that, can I do community service? Try that again?
Yes. Yeah, that's still on the table. I didn't remove it.
Okay.
It's either or.
So if I don't get the doctor's note, like say tomorrow, I can just go on down and try to do some community service tomorrow as well?
Right. Do you have your list of places and your timesheet to keep track of your hours? Because
Yes,
we can.
I do.
Okay. All right. Because we can always give that to you again, but you've got it. So I'll assume you're good to go. If you have questions, there's a specific clerk who can answer those questions, Ms. Stotts. And
Okay.
you can call and or email and direct your email. It's the regular email. We all share that email, and it can go over to her if you've got questions about a provider, because we're very specific to that list at this point. We don't just go off the list anymore. I just had too many problems with people doing service and then it didn't count, and now they're
Right.
up. So use the list, and if you leave the list, you've got to get it approved beforehand. That's the only
All right.
thing that's changed since I know that you and I began this process together.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Boniface. You're good to go.
Have a good day. Bye-bye.
You too. Mr. Matson, I'm bringing Ms. Kirkman back in. And I'm pulling that file, so. Okay. Mr. Matson and Ms. Kirkman, let's start with Mr. Matson. Where are we on this matter? It is a failed to control speed allegation.
We are going to continue to final pretrial, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Kirkman, that is scheduled and it was on the information we already sent to you. However, let me just remind you, February 22nd at 3 o'clock in the afternoon here at the court. Expect to be here maybe 30 minutes or so. It's not your trial. It's actually, we need to sort out if there are any more things that need to be dealt with, and then also set a bond and do a scheduling order. And those are all things that set up the trial. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We'll see you then. Okay.
Okay, see you then.
Thank you.
Judge.
You're welcome. Mr. Matson, I'm going to move you forward, and your next person is Santiago Aguilan. And I will, Mr. Aguilan, can you unmute?
Yes, Judge.
Great. I'm looking for you in the meeting. There you are. And I will move you over to that meeting at this time.
Thank you.
Okay. And I'm also moving forward. And my next person would be Cornelio Cortez. Mr. Cortez, can you unmute?
All righty.
Thank you. We've been trying to see if you are getting a charge. You did enter a plea of no contest, a driver's license charge, And I'm showing maybe that it's something that you would need to do community service instead of payment. But you're on time for court. However, it's been since October. Give me just a moment. I want to see if you're qualified for any dismissal option, and I need to check something. Is that 60
Okay.
or 90 days? Yes. Do you have the license?
No, no, ma'am.
Okay.
But I've been working on it. I've got the online course.
Okay.
I just got to go get the driving.
Do you mean the driving test, or do you mean some like a course driving?
The course.
Okay. How long do you think it would take you to get a driver's license?
I'll probably hear a week.
Okay. Sorry. Have you made an appointment with DPS yet?
Yes.
Okay. When is that appointment?
I had one, and it was back in December
Okay.
in Waco, and I didn't make it.
Okay.
I called reschedule it.
Okay. Did you get a rescheduled time?
No, not yet.
Okay. I can extend you a month. We sort of need to get it soon. The idea would be maybe that you could do some sort of deferral. If I enter a conviction or you get any more offenses, it's the risk is that you get some kind of suspension that keeps you from getting a license. So the answer is really get the license and come back, maybe do a deferral, and you're on time for court.
Okay.
We can keep that option open. I'm just going to make a note about that. And then, the focus should be don't reoffend and get the DL and come back ready to go. Why don't I say that I'm extending you to 221? I'm going to need a signature on that, though. Can you come by today and sign it?
Okay.
What time can you come by the court just to swing by the clerk's desk and make a signature?
Probably here within an hour.
Okay. We'll look for you around 10:30 or so. Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay. We'll see you then. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So moving forward, and I had somebody come in. Well, it went away. Okay. Woo, I just don't like the way this interface is today. I'm going to move forward though with Alexis Galvan or Galvan or Galvin. You can tell me. Sorry if I'm butchering. Hi.
Galvan.
Galvan. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. I wanted to talk to you. I'm so glad that you, dropped me a note because yes, definitely. I want to tell you that you have an option. You're on time to court. This is the first offense. We have a local dismissal program. And what would happen if we did that program is you did enter a plea, but I would put your plea on hold. And I would say that if you can get an online theft intervention course done by February 21st and bring proof, for my file. So a certificate of completion turned into the court before that date. On that date, I can sign a dismissal and you don't pay the ticket, which is $296. But the even more important part is at age 21, you don't want a theft on your record because I don't know what it is you're doing for income. I didn't look at. I normally just look at that if I need it. Okay, right now it wouldn't limit your job, I don't think. But if you ever wanted to get into like the health field or anything like that, this is not something you can have on your record. So it's a good one to have a program like this for, because what I have seen is that most people, when they get informed and get educated, I don't see them again. So I will sign an extension and you will sign up to be in a theft intervention program. You get your course done. You have to go get a course, and we'll give you a list of places that we know have such a course. And you provide proof by your due date, February 21st. And I sign a dismissal and all the money gets waived and you don't have a conviction.
Yes, ma'am. So will I have to go to the courthouse to talk to them about the places I can go?
Well, okay, so that's the next question. I need a signature today. I don't know if you have the capacity to receive that through an email and print it and sign it and get it back today. Like, I can take a photo. You can take a photo of it, but it needs to be your signature on an extension. So you could come by and do that here, or we could send it if that works for you.
I can come in today and go sign it for you, make it easier.
Okay, yeah, it is easier and you get everything. And if you have further questions, there's someone right there for the basic, simple questions. And if they can't answer the question, they can get a question to me. So my question is, what time can you be here?
What time is it right now?
It's 9:30.
I can be there at 10:30.
Okay. I made a note and we should have everything close to ready by the time you get here.
Yes, ma'am.
Just any clerk can help you. You just come to the window and expect once you get here to be here about 15 minutes. Okay? Okay. Thank you, Ms. Galvan.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Okay. And so I'm also moving forward. And my next person would be Lennox Isaac. If y'all can unmute.
Hello.
Hi. Good morning. How are you, Lennox?
I'm doing good.
Okay. And are you mom?
Yes, I am.
My mom. So this actually is a possession of tobacco by a minor. The fines and costs, if you paid it, are $181. However, it's one of the things that we can look at doing teen court with and allowing them for a dismissal. I did receive, before I do that, before we even move into that possibility, I just want to review the papers that we sent. Y'all sent them back with signatures, and I do appreciate you getting those to me. I'm just going to hit the highlights on those and make sure there aren't questions before we move into the teen court process, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So possession of tobacco by a minor is the charge. And then there was a list of rights. Lennox, your name is Lennox, right?
Yes.
And your mom, tell me your name, please.
Elia Almazan.
And your first name again?
Elia
And the last name?
Almazan.
Like Amazon?
No, ALMAZAN.
Okay, Almasan. Thank you. Okay, thank you. And so, Lennox, just so that you know those rights that you have, did you have any questions about those rights? That they're essentially the ones you hear in like the media, the right to remain silent, not to make a statement. Statements can be used against you. Those are your rights. I know you read them. Did you have any questions?
No.
Okay. The next form was a form that just reviewed your address. I'm not going to read your address out over the internet. That would be unwise. It begins with 814. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The next one just tells you that until we're done with this case, you have a duty to keep your address current. Okay.
Okay.
The next one just told you that if you don't finish your court order that I make today, there's an ongoing duty to get it done, and I can file an additional charge if you don't get it done. It's a contempt charge. And I don't usually have to do that, but I definitely make sure that you know that's something that can happen. That's my way of also letting you know you just really need to do what you're ordered to do. And if there are problems, you need to reach out to us, okay?
Okay.
Okay. And then the last one tells you And it's a lot, it was a lot of little legal wording, but I'm required to give you that wording specifically. And it just tells you on this type of charge, for example, if you're convicted, you can have it removed from your record once you've finished your court order. It also tells you that you're eligible for an expunction the moment you finish your court order. So the next thing I want to tell you is that with possession of tobacco by a minor, there are fines and costs, but there is an additional penalty under the law, which is that you're required to do a tobacco class, an intervention in tobacco class. And in teen court, in fact, I would do that too. So with teen court, the difference is instead of paying $181 and doing the class and getting a conviction, you would pay $20 and do the class and get a dismissal. So it's actually better.
Yes, we could do that.
Yeah. There's a $20 fee. Can we get that fee paid today?
Yes.
Okay. You're going to come by the court to do that, and it needs to be cash. And then the only thing I'm really looking for, Lennox, is, your tobacco class. And that's going to be actually something you can do online, and it's available. We'll give you a list of availability classes, and the due date is going to be February 21st. Okay.
Okay.
Now,
so
just to be, yeah.
He has to do his class before February 21st.
Complete it and turn in a certificate of completion to the court.
Okay.
And then I sign a dismissal and I waive the $181.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, the reason being, the obvious reason is just getting that intervention piece with tobacco early in your life can really help. My mother, actually, Lennox, my mother began smoking at 13, and she died, and smoking complicated and caused her death to be premature. And so I just want to tell you that, you don't have to go that direction. But smoking really is a serious deal, and it doesn't feel serious at first because at first it doesn't do a lot of damage, but eventually it does. And so getting that intervention now, that's really important, and maybe thinking about it. It's a very difficult illness or disease. Addiction, I would say. My mother did quit, but the effects cascaded in her later life. And so she quit, and that was good because other things, it helped. But had she not stayed a smoker for most of her life, I don't think she would have died the way she did. So I just want to encourage you. I'm not trying to overshare, but I want to encourage you to really not blow off the class. You could sit there and get it done and not take it seriously. And I understand that, but it would be so much better if you focused on it and really took the news in and thought about it so that it doesn't become a problem. I don't think it is a problem yet for you, but eventually it could be. So I'll look forward to seeing that you've completed it. Okay. But I'm sorry, what time are y'all going to swing by the court today? I forgot.
What time is it?
Right now it's 9:40.
I could be there right after this meeting.
Okay. We'll look for y'all around 10 or so.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Mr. Matson, while I was talking to them, I moved Mr. Aguilon back over with you. And if you could update me where we are with regard to the speeding charge pending.
Your Honor, we'll go ahead and set for final, but I anticipate this case being resolved prior to that date.
Okay, that's great. So, but we'll just plan to be here unless it's resolved. So Mr. Aguilon, just so that you know my position as judge, obviously you know this probably, but neither you nor Mr. Matson can take the item off the docket. Only I can do that, which means I'm going to have it on there until I have a reason to pull it off that docket. So whatever y'all have going on, I actually don't get involved in it. But if y'all get it resolved, that means I'll remove it from the docket. So you can call the day before, the morning of, and just make sure it's off the docket if you think it's supposed to be. And someone can let you know you're expected to be here or you're not. And then whatever y'all do to get that off the docket probably will come to me in some other form. And I'll, most of the time I follow those things. I don't usually pull away from them. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So right now, my expectation is I'll see both of you on February 22nd at 3. Okay.
Absolutely, Judge. Thank you. Have a lovely
Thank you.
day.
You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. So Mr. Matson, I'll move you forward, and your next person is actually Ian Biggs. And he's unmuted, so we're ready to go. And Mr. Biggs, I'm moving you over to that meeting with Mr. Matson.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. A little sound problem happening there. All right. Moving forward, I'm moving forward as well. Omarvia Williams, can you unmute?
Yes, ma'am.
Give me just one moment. I'm sorry. I forgot to include that with Isaac. Okay. And so, okay. So I had reviewed everything, and let me just tell you where I am. We have balances, and then we've had a payment plan. It was pretty steep. It was like $100 a month. And I have a kind of oldish, no, not super old, but an oldish payment application where you were working as a traveling CNA for care. Are you still in that position?
I'm a traveling CNA, but not for care. It's for Shift Key now. It's a different agency.
Okay. There's just kind of an ongoing duty to keep that up to date, and we haven't had it updated since March of last year. We sent you a new one to fill out on the 11th of January, but I don't have it back, and I'm not really sure what it is that you're trying to do. The pay show was prior to warrant. I send a notice out and say, hey, we've got a court order. You're not following it. Please talk to me about it. And so that's what this meeting is about. I don't mind making an adjustment to the payment. It may need to be lowered. It may need to be dealt with differently, but I don't know any of that because I need that up-to-date income information. So what would be really helpful for me is for you to fill it out so that I know what to do.
Well, right now I couldn't fill out the paper because I don't have a car. My car is totaled. That's why I couldn't get nowhere to print that paper out to fill it out to you.
Okay.
So right now I'm not working.
Okay.
I'm on housing, so my bills are good. But I mean, is it any other, because it's a lot of tickets. I mean, my last payment I made, I think, was in July, and it was like for like 500. I was trying then, but it's just a lot of, it's a lot. So I don't know. It's a lot of money. And right now I'm in a bind already. Christmas came around, my car got totaled. So it's just like, I kind of just, I'm at a standstill because I'm going through a lot.
Okay. I'm taking notes. Well, the car was totaled. Is that what you're saying? The car was totaled?
Yes.
Okay. And that was the Nissan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so I don't know what's going on with the payment on that, but hopefully that was paid off. I hope you're not struggling with that. But I can definitely change it to a community service order based on the information you just gave me. And where you're living now, I don't want to give your address out, but I had you at a 617 address.
Yes, ma'am.
That's still the address?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I can actually shift to community service. And what I'll tell you about that one is that there are a few places that are not too far away from where you are.
Okay.
And it does come to 47 hours. That would complete your sentence instead of payment. And so I can change that to community service. Now, I'm going to need you to get over to the court, and it would be helpful to get an updated, update the payment application on the one we have. You can just, update it here. Sorry, I'm looking for my paperclip. And then you would pick up your packet, which is like all the places where you can go that are approved, and also a timesheet to keep track of your hours. We can print that here for you. And we're not actually terribly far from you. I just need to ask you to get here sometime today. So what time can we look for you today?
I can call my sister, see if she can give me a ride. She takes forever, so I'll just say 11 at the latest. But if not before, I'll try to be before then. But just 11 p.m. a.m. at the latest.
I'll just put by noon. Okay, that'll
It's
work. So I'm just to
so
recap.
you said it's 47 hours, and that what does that do if I complete the whole 47? It knocks out all the tickets or what?
No, the tickets have been convicted in the past already, but it will zero out your balance due. And the due date is March 21st.
Complete the community service.
Right. The community service is 47 hours, due March 21st. And when you get here, that will all be in written down form.
Okay.
Okay.
And I also have a ticket for theft. That was my.
So there's 3 tickets that we have here, and one is June 21st of 2017, an address change charge. The balance is $190.17. Then there's a no insurance charge from 2021, and the balance is $445.30. And then there is a balance of $311 on a theft charge from September, and that's already been part of your payment plan. And we're shifting that into a community service approach. And so all of that total together is $946.47 that still remains that hasn't been paid. And that would turn into community service of 47 hours due March 21st. Does that make more sense?
Kinda. So like you said, it'll waive my balance out, but it means it just pushed me back forward and I just start back paying on that 900.
No, I said the opposite. What I said is instead of payment, you would be doing community service, and that would zero out your balance.
Okay, and then but the theft under 100 ticket, would that be on my record?
It already is.
Huh?
You entered a plea. Let me see when that plea got entered. When did that plea get entered? The theft.
October 26th.
Back in October, you entered a plea of no contest, and that was part of your payment plan.
Right, but if it's a ticket, I don't understand that.
Ticket is a charge. Like I said at the beginning, a ticket is a charge. It's an accusation. And you entered a plea, and I accepted your plea and entered a conviction and ordered a payment plan. And you've had trouble making that payment plan work. And so what we're doing today is reviewing that payment plan. And I've decided, based on the information you provided today, that you can't pay it right now. And therefore, the option becomes community service.
Right, and so once I last question, once I complete community service, it's no expunge for that theft?
I can't give you legal advice about an expunction because I can't represent you. I can tell you that it would zero out your balance.
Okay, I have an attorney, so should I just talk to him about that?
I mean, again, I can't give you legal advice about it. The conviction's been entered, and I don't know under, the expunction statute. In fact, I was reading it yesterday. It's about 2.5 pages long of very fine print. And I used to do that when I was, working as a private attorney, but I'm not one now. And I can tell you that it's not a simple question. And I'm not legally allowed to give you advice about it. I'm just not allowed to do that.
Okay, yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. So what I'm doing though is sorting out your sentence, which was payment, and now it's shifting to community service, 47 hours, due March 21st. And you're coming by today by noon to sign one document and pick up all the papers that you'll need in order to know where you can go to do it and know where, how to track your hours. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. She was actually my last one. Mr. Mattson, I'm moving Mr. Biggs back over. And I just want to double check that Keisha Lee is not here in the meeting. Okay. I just had a single no-show. Mr. Mattson, I know that you and Mr. Biggs had spoken, and let me see where we are with regard to the two matters that are pending before the court.
Your Honor, both of Mr. Biggs' citations are going to be placed on deferral.
Okay. All right.
That will be the 120-day period. And driver safety course will be due by the 60th day of that period. And then Mr. Biggs would like to make payment on the total amount, which is $540 by my math, 1/3 per month, which should come out to $180 per month.
Okay. Do we have payment dates?
I was going to leave that up to your discretion because you typically like that to be done when you are in the court.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if especially if I see that there could be issues, which I didn't look deeply on this one yet. I'll work on that with Mr. Biggs. Mr. Biggs, just stay right there. I'll be right with you. And Mr. Mattson, I'll move you forward with Diana Corona Martinez. Ms. Martinez, are you ready? You'll need to unmute. Perfect. Thank you. Okay. So I'll move you over to that meeting, okay? Okay. And Mr. Biggs, just thinking and looking at a calendar with you, I guess my first question on your payment options, and I can work with you on it, but my next 30 days from today would be February 21st. Would that work for you?
Would that be for the first payment?
Yes.
That'll work for me.
Okay. And then the next one would be March 21st.
That works.
That's also when your DSC would be due. And then your final payment would be April 20th. And that would be the payment portion of those two cases being done together on a single deferred kind of order. And he didn't require insurance. I'm assuming there was a reason he didn't, but I can give you information for how to find a class, and I'll need a signature on the deferral order today. So there's two ways we could do that. And I see that it's possible that you would be in Austin.
Yes.
And so I can email it if you can print it and sign it and email it back to me.
Okay, I can do that whenever I get home from work today. I can print it out and sign it and then take a picture and send that back to you.
Okay. And let me do a quick question. Oh, thank you. You got that fixed. I had the wrong picture on mine. Okay. Around what time should we look for that to come in?
It's going to be in the afternoon, maybe 5:30. It just depends on when I get off today.
Okay. We're closed then, but I'll accept it.
Okay. Thank you.
But the clerk will know to look in the morning. Okay.
Okay.
All right. All right. Yeah. If you print it, sign it, and email it back. I'm sorry. I'm just taking notes. I'm not great at taking notes and talking. That'll work. Okay.
Okay. I'll be on the lookout for that email.
Okay. Yeah. And we'll include information for how to find a class.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, let's see. I don't have anyone else on my docket, so I'm just going to hang out and do paperwork. So y'all all get to watch me do paperwork now. It's not going to be very exciting, but we'll get to your cases, okay?
Excuse me, Judge.
Yes.
I'm Miss Horner. I'm here
Yes.
with my husband, Mr. Horner.
Yes.
He has cancer and he has an appointment at the doctor today.
Yes.
So is there any way he can go ahead and talk to you about his situation? I mean, he didn't mean to do whatever they said he done. My husband don't never do nothing. He ain't never been in trouble. He's a retired veteran. And I mean, this has really got him disturbed. He cried, been crying for the last 2 days, and he's 75 years old and never had a ticket, never been in trouble.
Right. Hold on. You're repeating yourself, and I need to stop you for a minute, okay? You're actually next to talk to the prosecutor, and he just popped back up in the meeting. Mr. Matson, are we moving forward with the Martinez case? Can I move her back over?
You can, Your Honor.
Okay. Let's do that one. And then actually y'all are next, ma'am, with Mr. Horner. So hang on just a moment, because the person you want to talk to is the prosecutor.
Thank you.
And we're about ready to do that anyway. And so Ms. Martinez can unmute. Mr. Matson, where are we with the Martinez case?
Your Honor, that case will be dismissed. Ms. Martinez has submitted a valid placard and driver's license to the court.
Okay. All right. When you send that, I will sign it. And then, ma'am, what I'll do is send it to the email that we used to set up this meeting. Will that email still work?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. That should be sometime today that we email that back over to you. Okay.
Okay. Well, I'm parked here at the parking lot. Can I just pick it up here?
You can, but you're going to have to wait for me to get it from him and then sign it. Then it'll be your file. So yeah, you can probably give us a few minutes, like give us, I don't know, maybe, I don't know when Mr. Matson will be sending it. Mr. Matson will be sending it.
If Aaron wants to use my pre-signed dismissal form, then that's fine.
Can we do that? Okay. Ms. Martinez, give us about 10 minutes. Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you. I'll just remove you and then you can wait 10 minutes and then come in and a clerk can hand it to you. Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too. Okay. Mr. Matson, Alfonso Horner Bruce, I think is the name that is on the screen. He is ready to talk to you with his daughter, I want to say. And
so, I'm his wife.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. They want to share their information with you. So I'm going to move them over to that meeting with you. It'll just move y'all over. There it went. Okay. On Keisha Lee, it says that a plea has already been entered, but it doesn't, she didn't enter a plea, and then it's got that, where they didn't do it. Like
on which case?
The insurance case. So she's not here. I don't have a way to move forward. She didn't check one on either.
Well, the first one we already did time served on.
She already had a plea, but the other one didn't have a plea, and so it's just a no-show. They really should do a plea at the window, and it looks like maybe a new person's handwriting. I don't know who did that. But. It just becomes something that they did that didn't do anything. They might as well not have done anything. There's that dismissal. Here's Miss Lee. Okay. Mr. Horner. All right. I'm going to do a stack of pre-trial no-shows. Thank you, Mr. Matson. I'm moving that case over, but it's taking its time. There we go. Mr. Matt, where are we with regard to this case?
Your Honor, this case will also be dismissed.
Okay. Can I do that with a regular motion?
You can.
Okay. I'm going to move you forward then next with Ian Jordan. I'm sorry, no. Mr. Jordan, you're after that. Wait. Yes, Ian Jordan. Excuse me. Sorry. There we go. Mr. Jordan, are you able to unmute?
Yes.
Thank you. There we go. Okay, so Mr. Horner and
Yes.
ma'am?
Yes.
Okay, I'm dismissing that charge. I can email a copy to the email that we used. Will that work for y'all?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Thank you very much, Judge.
thank you. Let's see.
We just moved to this town about 6 months ago, and it's kind of new.
Okay, well, welcome to the community, and you'll get there.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Y'all take care.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, let's see. Oh, I know. I was going to look that one up. Okay, maybe we can call them back. Mr. Matson, where are we with regard to Ian Jordan and the state case?
Your Honor, we're going to continue to final pretrial, and Mr. Jordan has requested a discovery hearing on that date.
Okay. Mr. Jordan?
Yes.
I have that pre-scheduled already for February 22nd at 2, and I will add discovery to that process.
Thank you.
Okay, and we'll see you then.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you. You can go when you're ready. Mr. Matson, your next person is actually Rhonda Mayo. Miss Mayo, can you unmute?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and I'm moving you over to that meeting.
Thank you.
Thank you. Here is on corner.
Oh, okay.
This is that Jordan add-on. Okay. Kimberly Singh. Okay. Wow. Can I see Kimberly Singh's file back?
Oh, just
She just logged in. Hi, Miss Singh. Hi, Miss Singh. I'm Judge Person. Can you unmute for a moment? Okay. Are you driving?
No, I just dropped my son off at school. Sit down, Skirt. I had to drop my son off at school. He had a doctor's appointment this morning. It was an important it was a mental health doctor's appointment. So,
Okay.
and it took a little longer than we expected.
I'm just making a note. Okay. You're in a queue and you will be seen. You can't drive on the meeting. But I will keep you to be seen instead of having your case go to warrant, which is what we just decided.
Okay.
So I'll shift gears.
Okay.
Okay, so just wait.
Yeah, I just looked at the time and was like, oh my gosh.
Thank you. Just wait patiently. We'll be with you, but I need to move something around for a moment, and it doesn't include that. There's a lot of interference on your connection too. We'll be with you shortly. Mr. Matson, on the Mayo case, where are we?
Your Honor, Ms. Mayo did submit a updated valid placard, so I will be dismissing the citation.
Okay, so I will go ahead and do that here in court. And ma'am, I'll send that to you on the email that we have on file.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're good to go.
Thank you. You have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Mr. Matson, I'll move you forward. And the next person is Sherwin Tyner. Mr. Tyner, if you could unmute, that would be great.
Yes, yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. I'll move you over to that meeting.
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone just give me a quick moment. I'll be right back. Oh, thank you, Mr. Matson. Let me get Mr. Tyner back. Okay, there we go. Okay, where are we with regard to Mr. Tyner's case?
Judge, Mr. Tyner's in the same boat as the last couple handicap cases. He has submitted a valid placard and license, so I'm going to be dismissing this case as well.
Okay, and so I can do that through your motion here, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Sherwin Tyner, can I email that to the email that we have on file?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, ma'am.
Thanks. I'll let you go, but we'll email that to you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye. Mr. Matson, Javier Perez is, I believe, able to do video because I think we had it earlier. Javier Perez, there we go. Let me move you. Can you unmute?
Okay.
Okay, great. Let me move you over to that meeting.
Can you have me in Spanish? You have somebody Spanish?
I think he can do that in the meeting.
Okay.
Can we check? We have this as a black female. I don't think so. I mean, the beard was quite full. So maybe the license
I see.
could.
I was like, oh, looks like a guy in the picture.
It does. The picture's correct, and it might be correct, but it probably isn't.
Hey, Judge, can you give me the language line phone number?
Yes. I think I can. The number is 866-874-8255. 3972. And I'm going to just message you our client number
Okay.
because I can't, obviously give you that over the internet. Okay. That should have popped up for you to have.
It just did.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you. So just make a note that they're using language line. Thank you. Let me look at my notes on him. There's 3 payments. Oh, forgive me. There's 2 orders.
Yeah.
Never mind. All good. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm glad you were here to sort that out for me. I'm looking at a file, not scheduled, but it's probably one you've got some familiarity with. It's Cornelius Brown. And I'm just sorting through it, but have we received any community service? I'm going to deny it. I'm going to look real quickly and see what the excuse is, but
I actually started putting this last time I sent show causes out. People that are on their second and third extension.
I see. This is a first. Okay. He was a headache before, so.
Yes.
Mr. Matson, sorry, I saw you were on a call, and I'm assuming it's the translator.
It is.
Okay. And that obviously, are you still on with them?
I am.
Perfect. Thank you. I'm going to move Mr. Perez back over. We'll see how this goes. Thanks for your patience. Okay. Where are we with this case?
Your Honor, Mr. Perez is going to be placed on deferral.
Okay. What's the condition?
Ma'am, I have Mr. Perez back in the room, just so you're aware. The conditions that we agreed to are 120 days with driver safety course by day 60. And he said he could make the payment of the fine within the first 30 days in full.
Okay. Okay. Is there a way to get a signature from him? Can he come to the clerk? Because the clerk can review it with him in Spanish.
Mr. Perez, are you able to come into the court today?
Señor Pérez, ¿puede usted venir a la corte el día de hoy?
En la tarde sí. Estoy en Laredo ahora mismo. Daría como a las 5.
I can in the afternoon. I will be arriving around 5.
We're closed at 5.
Is it?
I can email it if somebody can translate it, and he can send it back with his signature.
Se lo puede enviar por correo electrónico si él lo puede traducir.
Sí, está bien.
Great. Can I use the email that we used to set up the meeting?
Yes.
Can you email it back to me today with signature?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Se lo puede enviar firmado el día de hoy. Se puede reenviar firmado.
Sí.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody's good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Gracias.
Thank you for your time, ma'am. I think you're free to go now.
Thank you for using our services and have a good day.
You too. Thanks.
Okay. Thank you. Senor Perez, we will email to you.
Okay.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Gracias.
Bye.
Mr. Matson, Kimberly Singh, she did log in kind of late. There was a reason, and I went ahead and forgave that, and we're moving forward. She's in a car. She's not moving. And it was a little weird connection, so I'm just checking it out, making sure we can hear you, Ms. Singh. Can you unmute? Great.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Okay. I'm going to move you to the pretrial room. You weren't on the call, but this is a breakout session because I'm not part of that discussion. Mr. Matson is the prosecutor. He works for the city and he'll be talking to you. He's not your legal advisor. He's the other side. And this is a step that we take before we come into the court. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. She's moved over. He did too. Very good. Okay, I'm seeing that Mr. Brown, it's a first continuance, and I'm just going to look and see what he had to say about that. Oh, I see. There's an email. That's what I'm trying to find. His email, because I don't see any. I need to know why he's wanting more time. I haven't seen any progress.
No, he doesn't.
He just says, give me more time. Of course, I'm
No, I think it was last week when I sent out registered causes out. People were all on their second and third.
Yeah.
They haven't done anything and stuff, but this is that they have to see. They can't just come in and do their parents' farm.
Well, he emailed back, so I don't. The clerk just, they didn't have a choice because that's what he emailed. But my position on that is that at this point, I'm denying the request. And therefore, their answer is to either show progress or to, but they've got the burden now and not us. If they want to talk to me about it, they need to write a full letter explaining themselves and show progress. And then I'll look at it. But it's heading to warrant and nothing, the show cause has been issued. So we're good to move forward with the warrant.
For Mr.
Brown.
Yeah, he just.
Yeah, it's gone on too long.
It's been playing and playing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Mr. Metzen, where are we with regard to Ms. Singh's case?
Your Honor, Ms. Singh is going to be placed on deferral. There will be the 120-day period with a driver safety course due by day 60. And she said that she can make payment of the full amount within 30 days.
Okay. Excuse me. Okay, ma'am, I can email that to you and you can print it and sign it and email it back, or you can swing by the court and we can print it, sign it here and get you a copy. Which will work best for you?
The email.
Okay, can we use the email that we used to set up this meeting?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then we will send that to you pretty shortly. We're kind of caught up here, so that shouldn't be long. And just, we want to get it back today. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Have a good day.
You too. Mr. Metzen, before you go, I have a quick question. I was just kind of looking as we, the morning went through, and there are people who just need to go on to their final pretrial and warrant process. But I was noticing, and it's just something for you to look at. I'm not in any way trying to encourage one direction or another. Tammy Hayes dropped, I don't know this for a fact. It appears to be like a parent placard and license. It's possible when people do that, they think that they're getting the case dismissed and they don't really connect. You might take a look at it and see if you want to reach out to her and just check on the facts of it or not. She's not indigent. She's a finance director at the Bell County Public Health District, and probably a crazy busy person.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't know. I think people do tend to think, well, I took care of it, and they don't realize to check in. If you think it's not being dismissed, that's fine, and we'll just move it forward. But I'm just going to make a note that we're scheduling it, but you're reviewing it.
Okay, that sounds good.
And if I get something from you, I'll sign it. And if not, we'll just plan to do that final pretrial.
Perfect.
She's scheduled for 2/22 at 3. And then the others were just flat no-shows. I didn't see anything that I noticed about them, but that doesn't mean you wouldn't. Do you have any questions for me?
Just want to double check. Is there any paperwork that I owe you after this morning?
Let me double check. No, Erin says no, and I trust her.
Alrighty.
Yesterday, teen court, 4 cases instead of 5, and it went till 7. So I'm glad it wasn't 5. They were complicated. We had a student who fell asleep at the wheel, completely intoxicated.
Oh no!
And got lucky that somehow when she fell asleep, she pressed the brake, because otherwise she would have rolled onto the train tracks.
Jeez, it's like something out of the movie.
It really was. And
She was having a that she drinks with her mom.
yeah, well, and you're allowed to, but it was a very interesting case. They maxed her out, even though she was spunky and nice, but it was scary. And then we had a student that, and they're all going to remain nameless, but we had a student who I just felt like was just lying, and the jury fell for it. They kind of lightened up on her sentence, but I mean, I felt like it was complicated enough that the jury probably wasn't understanding how complicated it really was.
Mm-hmm.
It was interesting. It was interesting because, and I think the officer was kind of okay with the result because he didn't want to ruin her life, but it was a possession charge. And I mean, it was paraphernalia. That's what we get. But like, he could have totally taken her to juvie because she had usable quantities. That was interesting. And then there was a traffic accident that was actually, my gosh. I mean, once I thought, okay, a little accident. No, I mean, it was a miracle. Nobody died. Just miraculous. And even the officer was like, when I walked up on it, I expected casualties.
Mm-hmm.
So the damage was like totaled, front of the car in the back seat kind of thing. And then the final one was actually very interesting. It was like a thing that started on social media and then turned into in the school, and a lot of like bullying of an autistic kid. So I had the Tamara students just take that case on both sides, which honestly, when they got into those facts, they didn't want to prosecute him because they all felt like really identified with it. But the jury went with him, I think, in part because the dad had punished him so severely at home. I mean, it was kind of severe for what happened because, you know, he was just walking down the hall and the other kid came up, left a cubicle and went out to find him, caught up behind him, got right up in his face, and he pushed him back and it just turned into a fight.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of evidence of like, they started at the beginning of school. There was a new principal who wasn't really kind of aware of all the things. She was cool enough. She showed up and like really was interested in that kid and like showed up for that kid, which was, we don't usually see that. Like we weren't even prepared to question her because, you know, that normally doesn't happen. It was late Belton and I was really pleased. And she loved the program. She was pretty excited about
That's
it.
good.
But
That's encouraging.
that one took a while and it was our lighter sentence. And I thought it was the right result, but Joaquin was prosecuting and he just hated it. He asked all the really hard questions and he kind of did it with conviction. And later he was like, Mom, I went and apologized to him. And I said, I get it. But, you know, that's the point is you do a real good job. And then the jury tells you what they think about it. That's if everybody does a bad job, then nobody knows if it was just a bad job. If everybody does a good job, they know the jury reached the right result. So it was cool. It was interesting, but boy, were we tired. I mean, because after that, I go to the Tamara kids have a sleepover and we process everything that happened and their role and what could have happened and what might have been better, what went really well. And we have a meal together and they sleep over at this one kid's house. And that mom is like amazing. And she makes breakfast for them the next morning and gets them to school. And I meet her at the school and make sure we transition them. And by the time I got home, it was 9 and I sat down on the couch and woke up at 11 and crawled to so it was a long night, but it was really interesting. And our officers were uniquely, I mean, I think sometimes they're tired and they just feel like, I have to sit through this too. It's not that they don't like it or care, but it's just one more thing.
Right.
And we had really engaged officers this time. They were wonderful. And Officer Parker too, he did a really good job of kind of bringing them in, making it more social for them. So that I think felt really good for all of them. So it was neat. But 2 of the 4 cases, they could have gone up on higher charges. And the officer got a sort of input that these weren't bad kids and sort of said, oh, I don't want to run everything about their future, you know, and didn't do it. So it was kind of interesting. It was more interesting than usual. So
that sounds interesting. I'm glad it was a good one.
Yeah. We'll hope to see you soon on that. But
Me too.
I guess this is it for the week, and then we'll see you Tuesday. And then we have that animal hearing next Thursday.